Yeah, welcome everyone. Here we are. 1 minute, or actually 50 seconds. And then we have news. Okay, there we go. Welcome everyone. Good to have you here. In today's live stream, what we're going to do is check what the news is going to give us in a couple of minutes. So over here, Tuesday, May 13, which is today in 30 seconds, we have some high impact news. See if anything happens, yes or no. And after that, we will analyze the chart. And actually, on the 8-hour time frame, higher time frame, nothing changed compared to my previous analysis, which was done, I think, a couple of days ago, maybe even before the weekend. Nothing actually changed. We rejected at the resistance that I was looking for. That's nice. Now, the structure to the downside here locally can easily be counted as a 5-wave structure, right? So a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in an A or 1, but this is the resistance. If you pass this resistance, I don't have a lot left, and then there is the 886. Once you hit the 886, probability is high to take the high. So yeah, this is, of course, this is your bearish scenario, arguably, where you then have a quick wave A, wave B, and you look for a 5-wave C to the upside to finish 2B. Now, basically, what I would like to see, if this would be an ABC, I want to see price move down all the way here, because that would mean that this is indeed a 3-waver. You would look for price to move down, touch the 886, increases probabilities to look for that particular low. If price is going to move beyond this box, there's just not a lot going on. And this is your bullish scenario, WX, and then a wave Y. In this particular scenario, though, your wave A, it's almost like this is very low time frame counting. I'm on a 5-minute, which generally I don't really enjoy. But yeah, the question is if this wave A is actually a good impulse. All right, it's a bit meh, I suppose. I'm generally not a big fan of very low time frames anyway. But on the 1-minute time frame, you have a couple of 1-2s, and the question is if you have the same amount of wave 4s and 5s compared to the 1-2s. It feels like there is 1, 4, 5 missing in your wave A, or at least to label it a wave A, which might give a slight little probability nudge to the more bearish scenario. But then again, let's observe what happens here. We now touch the box as well, a little bit of a rejection. We will observe what price does. On the higher time frames, just to cover this actually immediately from the start while price is doing its thing, probabilities have not changed compared to the previous video. So we have both the diagonal start, so your 1, 2, 3, 4 looking for 5 to finish, potentially already finished, right? This is quite simply a normal 5-wave impulse structure, or and this would have higher probabilities because we miss out on the diagonal. We label a multi-1-2, multi-1-2, higher probabilities than a diagonal. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then eventually, over here, get another 4, and then a final push for a 5. But in both cases, you're looking for price to move towards the downside. Just got to actually wait for the weakness to appear, which is what I explained. If we move down to 107, right? And you touch that local 886, basically, yeah, you're going to look for a 3-wave ABC, and then you would look for price to take out the low. If you take out this low, we'll take it from there. We'll see what happens afterwards, right? Can still be corrective in a 4, 3, and then push once more, or we go down. But in both cases, you're actually looking for a move to the downside, right? Either another 4 and another 5. Alternatively, you look for 5 and you just go down and you don't get another 4 and another 5. Probability is generally higher for a multi-1-2 compared to a diagonal. However, once you're looking for 4 5s, it's an area where generally you would expect people to exit positions, not enter positions, unless you, of course, scalp and very low time frame trading. That's fine. But generally, you should be risk managed anyway, because the question is, do you get another wave 4, yes or no? That question from a trading perspective is quite irrelevant, as generally once you move into 4 5s, one exits positions and takes profit, which is what I have done. So I was in a long from this range price moving to the upside. My target was the resistance over here. I'm fully out of any long. That is my plan. I followed my plan. The moment the probabilities were higher that this was a three-wave corrective structure, I entered my position looking for price to move towards the upside, which it did. Touch the resistance, exit. Followed my plan. I wouldn't care if price moves towards the upside further because I stuck to my plan, and I am proud that I stuck to my plan. Because in the end it's about following your plan, and I don't care about all-time highs, all-time lows. My personal trading chart doesn't even have price on the right side, and it also doesn't have dates at the bottom. It's all turned off. I only need my price, I need my waves and my horizontal levels, and that's it. So I don't care if price is at 100k or if we are at 10k. I profit from the market as well as I can. Now, this is your most bullish scenario. That's basically a double 1-2. The two ranges are your twos, maybe another two, and you look for price to move up. In a very impulsive wave 3, lower probabilities due to the volume. If the volume actually wants to move into my window. Loading, loading, loading. Loading, there we go. You can see price is moving up. Volume is declining, which works better when you're looking for wave 4s and wave 5s compared to a multi 1-2 followed by a very impulsive wave 3. If you are looking for a big wave 3 to the upside, you want volume to increase, which clearly is not the case at the moment. So keeping an eye on the volume can give a hint on what type of wave structure you're in, and the fact volume is decreasing as price is moving up. You got to be more aware of wave 4s and 5s compared to a multi 1-2 and a big wave 3. Volume, it may always come at a later stage, and then, yeah, I'm happy with my long, by the way, but yeah, I might miss out if you get a wave 3, perfectly fine, but it's not according to Elliott Wave probabilities, and I can show the difference with how I traded this section here before I got married in March, by the way, because this is where I got married. So nice memory of this move to the upside. Took my profits just before my marriage. So here we have the 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, right? Impulsive structure. This is a second wave 2, even though there is clearly no overlap between the wave 2s, right? Your second wave 1 is also larger than your first, right? That happens. It's mainly this section. So in the beginning, when you count this, you would count it as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then look for a retracement. But because price moved out of this range on an increased amount of volume, look at the volume here, right? This peak, which was the breakout candle, was already higher than any of the volume here. That is the moment where you're gonna recount this to, hey, we might actually be in a 3. Because the highest amount of volume in a 5 is rare. That's generally if a wave 5 extends, but an extended wave 5 is not a common structure. So therefore, based on what we see here, it makes more sense to label this as a 5-wave structure to end, or get another 4 and another 5 to end, right? In both cases, you're starting to look for a move to the downside as a directional bias. And then based on lower time frame structures, we then can make our decisions. No? Now, we are currently at a bit of resistance. I am in no position at the moment. I am just waiting. Also, it's news now, right? It's news now. So this over here, I have no idea what it is, but it's high impact news. It's in my list. Generally creates some volatility. So I'm on the sidelines, happy to wait and wait for price to settle again, and then see what's up. Bearish scenario once more locally for the people that joined. 5-wave structure down, A, B, C towards the upside. Finish wave C on a high amount of volume, preferably into resistance, and then move down. If price can move to the downside and touch the 886 taken from the higher low to wherever this high is going to be, then the probabilities increases. As a 3-waver, we look for price to take the low. And if you take out that low, there is the potential for much lower prices because there's not a lot going on over here. Next area, or at least horizontals, are at 94K. The only areas of potential support are previous range structures. So keep an eye here on 99 and then on 97. And then we are at the next horizontals at basically 94. So those are your, I suppose, level to the downside. But yeah, touch the 886, look for the daily naked point of control, and very likely look for at least 99, then 97, then 94, depending on the structure that we get to the downside. But at least it will give us a directional bias for a move to the downside locally. And of course, we are not biased. So the bullish scenario is a WXY, and you just look for price to move to the upside. If price can pass this resistance, there's not too much going on over here. So you might just look for that height to be taken and some more resistances to be tested to the upside. At the moment, we are below resistance. And I do actually like the impulse. Also, of course, with the 8-hour time frame, keeping in mind the 8-hour time frame and volume decreasing, price moving up, looking for 4-5s. It is interesting to look for potential impulses to the downside, which we possibly have here, of course, right? According to this particular scenario. In the WXY, my only little struggle is if this wave A is a good 5 waver. Because of the beginning, multiple 1-2s, need multiple 4-5s. I mean, yeah, do we have enough 4-5s? I mean, maybe. But I don't count the 1 minute. So I just wait very carefully now and see what price does while we are locally at resistance. This is not an entry area for me. If I want to go short, I basically need price to just move down. Show me this is a corrective structure, not an impulsive structure. Show me this as corrective by moving to the downside, and that is when I start considering looking for an opportunity to the downside. At the moment, the trend, of course, is still on the higher time frame up, even though over here we broke structure. No? But I got to be careful. Also, from a CVD perspective, if we look at the CVD and I zoom out, then what you can see is that there's clearly some bullish CVD on the higher time frame. The higher time frame to me is generally not very interesting. I prefer to keep an eye on the lower time frames. And after resistance, we move down, some bearish CVDs, perfectly fine. But locally, you can see here that price is supported by bullish CVD, meaning there is absorption of market shorts with limit long orders, which is bullish, not bearish. So seeing this, and also locally here, right? This one already played out, by the way. But yeah, seeing the bullish CVDs here, and all of these by now have played out, by the way. Yeah, it just makes me even more patient to consider looking for short opportunities. All the bullish CVDs played out. I don't actually know. Yeah, there's a question mark here, but this played out because price took out this high. So now that price made a new local high from a CVD perspective, just got to wait again for another range to form or this range to continue and then observe new CVDs at a later stage. Of course, we still have the higher time frame CVD, bullish CVD, with the target being this high. But I'm not interested in that CVD. I'm only interested in the local CVD as that is most important. So, yeah. So yeah, that is actually currently what I'm looking for. I still have part of my lunch in front of me, which is I still have 3 half eggs. I just came back from the gym and had a shower, quickly had 4 sandwiches and couldn't finish my eggs before starting the live stream. Also, I want to make sure that I cover this. 1 second. I have another interview coming up, guys. It is today. Let's see if I can find it. No, I will share the link. 1 second here. I actually need to go. There we go. I will go later today. I will be on the channel of Crypto Princess again, and I will be talking about Elliott Waves. So people apparently in the community of Crypto Princess were asking more about Elliott Waves after the interview that I had with Crypto Princess, I think 2 weeks ago, and yeah, I will talk with her in 2 hours at about 5 p.m. Central European time, and it will be about Elliott Wave. So if you're interested, come hang out. It's probably going to be educational with questions related to Elliott Waves. How does it work? You know, what to look for, that sort of stuff. Likely going to be quite basic because I might be speaking to an audience that don't really know Elliott Waves. in her community as well. And many of you, of course, will know a bit about Elliott Waves. But just know that this is coming up. And I will make sure to at least share the link now here in the YouTube chat. So if you want to join, you can just open it in the browser. I'll be online with her later. I'll make sure to share it in Discord in a second and on YouTube as well. And that is correct, by the way, charts and stuff. The name is wrong, but no worries. It's details. So yeah, very, very nice. So this is coming. All right, this is coming later. Okay. Touch the resistance. Very nice. We covered the chart. And let's see what chat's saying. I can remove this now, unpin. And also let me run Elliott Wave analysis at, I mean, basically like 4 minutes or something, because I immediately start now chatting and a Q&A. While we look at the chart and continue analyzing. So, yo, what's up, everyone? CDM, Sibel, Robert, what's up, Kurtish, Frank? Nice to have you here. Charts and stuff. Agent J, Stigo, what's up? Mugandusi, man. What's up? Sibel, by the way. Cheers, Sibel. Hope you're good, eh? Sibel, our Dutch rapper. I have egg here as well, so I'm eating a little bit. ASMR stream, yo. Thank you, Mugandusi. John, good morning. Sam, what's up? How you doing? From Austria, WXYXZ. Welcome. Can we talk about CPI? For sure, but I don't know anything about fundamentals, so that's up to chat. Up to the fundamental analysts here. I don't know anything about fundamentals. So I only trade technicals. I'm 100% technical. Yeah. So I don't really, I know what inflation is, but I don't know what this does mean, what they do in the US, what the numbers mean. I'm clueless. The only thing I know is that this is trading economics. It's a free page. You can visit it yourself. It's a nice calendar. And it's on impact 3 stars. And this is the 3-star impact this month. So I kind of like assume that there is volatility around these hours. So I know that I have to manage things or trade safe at least, or possibly not enter new positions when there is high volatility on the chart. I generally do best in more calmer environments. Of course, I try to be part of the volatile moves, but I generally enter in ranging structures, not so much in impulses, unless an impulse ends. But yeah, so yeah, I don't really know what the numbers say, but I'm pretty sure someone here will know about what it means. What's up, Legendario? Mark, welcome. Jeroen, how you doing, guys? Miamania, it's Rex. We are live indeed. Do you think Bitcoin can go lower than 74K? I mean, at the moment, the move to the upside, of course, looks like an impulse. So from 74 to where we are now. All right, so by the way, let's honor the 886 for a second. Wicked into the 886 and a nice move to the downside. Yeah, I love to see it, man. The 886, man. After I found the 886 a couple of years ago and started to include it in my analysis, it just changed the game. Eating a bit of egg again. Okay, so the move to the upside, right? Best counted as an impulse. For the bears, it means wave C. For bulls, it's both a wave A or a wave 1. No? Because if this is counted as a wave A, B, C, and then you look for a flat. right? That's going to be your bear scenario, but you still take out the high. But your wave C, A, B, C, your C can definitely move below. I mean, most commonly moves below 74. At the moment, though, the structure to the upside, I mean, counts best as an impulse, either a wave A or a wave 1. Not as a wave C, because a wave C is only possible in a flat, so you would need a wave A, a wave B, and a wave C. You know, like, yeah, 3-wave structure, of course, right? In that case, W. Then you need X, and then you need a Y. Now your wave X then has to be like A, B, C, or A, B, and then a very big wave C. I mean, it's not really in ratio. Like the ratio is off with the subwave, so it makes more sense to count an A or a 1. But still, it counts best as an impulse, preferably A1. Alternative would be a C. Yeah, you would look for a retracement and then taking out the all-time high at a later stage, preferably. Just to create a nice double top. You know what it is? From a psychology point of view, of course, we regularly talk about it. I'm pretty sure we did the same in a few streams ago, but price moving up very close to all-time high is going to make people like nervous, and not nervous as in like looking for downside. It's actually the people that think about FOMO. Those are the people that are, oh shit, we might break out. We are so close now, right? Price is moving up, especially this last little wick, right? You can only imagine people seeing this move to the upside very fast, very quick, and they're like, buy, and then, oh shit, I'm underwater, right? A few seconds later. So it's very interesting to leave a double top instead of taking out the all-time high, in my opinion, and then create a bit of a retracement and then come up later to take the all-time high. Just psychology, just from a psychology point of view. Liquidity, I suppose. And yeah, a flat would be bearish scenario. Bullish scenario is impulsive continuation after you take the all-time high. What's up from Australia? Yo, Anonska, man. Other side of the world, Anonska. Welcome. Great to have you here from Australia. That's impressive. So makes always, when I think about Australia, I wonder how Liquid Mafia is doing and also how John is doing. Two of the OGs on the channel. Kali family man, past the resistance is a close over on the 50-minute or higher time frame. I mean, 15-minute minimum. 15-minute would be my minimum. So of course he's talking about the resistance we have locally. This was the previous resistance. Let me remove that. So wait. There we go. So yeah, you got to close above here. What would be nice is if you do close above the box, get a retest with bullish CVDs. The thing for me now, so everyone has their own plan. Everyone has their own plan. So I took my profits. I'm out of any longs. I'm not interested in longing where price is now. I am only looking for shorts at the moment, not for longs. I'm not in a short. So I need to see a lot more. I'm very patient. I'm not interested yet. But where price is now, I don't care about longs. And, if we would take out the high, I don't care. So, I'm here to follow my plan, which I did. So now I'm just waiting. So even if price moves above this box, can't be bothered. But that's my plan. But from a SR level point of view, if you move above resistance, test it as support, preferably some bullish CVDs, could be interesting to then look for price to take out the high at 106-ish and then test some resistances higher. But yeah. How likely is it that Bitcoin will take out all-time high after it breaks through 105? Instead of retracing, I mean, no one really talks about a retracement to 75. I'm not really looking for a retracement to 75. In the direction of 75, but arguably this move down is in the direction of 75. But no, I'm not really looking for 75, to be honest. So just looking for a retracement, a 3-wave structure after a 5-wave move to the upside is very healthy for any trend. And at the moment, as explained in the beginning of the analysis as well, the probabilities remain higher to see a retracement because keep an eye on the volume, right? Again, so price moving up, lower volume, right? So it's very wave 4, 5-ish at the moment, right? 4s and 5s. Because volume is decreasing, which is what you like to see. If this is a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, you still need a 3. So if you take out this high, for example, and volume starts to rapidly increase above what we had here, then yeah, we might be looking for a wave 3. But at the moment, with the info we have, we can't assume a wave 3 after a triple 1, 2 is going to have the highest probabilities. Now, a retracement minimum target would be currently 93.8. If you do move up a little bit, volume keeps declining, then you're going to take it from the low to wherever the high is, right? So we definitely still have some resistance to the upside. So that is why I keep an eye on price still possibly moving up as well. We touched the support at 101.1K over here. Very nice. Daily naked point of control. And we still have a little bit of resistance that we have not tested to the upside. So yeah, we might, as mentioned in the beginning, get another 4, get another 5, get a final push, preferably not take the all-time high, create a double top, and then move to the downside. And then, of course, your fibs are going to be important. At the moment, your minimum retracement target would be 93.8. If you move up to the point of control at like 107-ish, for example, it's going to be 95. But that's the minimum, right? Minimum target. So it's a solid move to the downside. Your main areas of support will be this range and this one. I expect if you move down, if this is, let me just Control Z here for a second. If this is wave A or wave 1, right, and you look for a wave 2 or a wave B to come at some point, then I expect this to hold or you go down and this to hold, right? It's either or. It's either wave 2 or wave like 4 in that case of the move to the upside. Price loves to retrace to the wave 2 or wave 4 ranges. So market uptrend while looking for a short, because it is my plan. And from an Elliott Wave point of view, looking for 4 5s as a higher probability. So yeah, and I follow my plan. And again, I have no problem missing out on if price continues up. I really don't care, guys. There's many moves in the market. You gotta be happy, or how can I? If you have a plan, a strategy, right? You follow your plan. You don't need to trade every move that you have in the market, right? There's absolutely no need to try and trade every move in the market. Usually, less is more even. What's most important is you catch the ones that are according to your plan. If price here would continue up in a wave 3, I'm very happy to not be part of this move. Why? Because I had my plan, I executed the plan, I profited from my plan, and that's it. And the chart will give me a new opportunity. I also think that generally when price moves and people miss out, it's because they look at price. They look at that, they're like married to the asset, right? They're like, oh, Bitcoin is moving above all-time high, right? That, like those type of terminology, all-time high, 100K, people shouting 300 and whatnot, and people get emotional. And the emotion is what's triggering people to not follow their plan, or they start randomly longing at highs and shorting at bottoms and whatnot. Right, so yeah, gotta be very, very how shall I say it, robotic in your trading. Again, my own trading chart does not have a price here, right? I don't have price on the side of my trading chart. I don't have months and time here at the bottom of my trading chart. I turned all of that off. It's gone. I don't have it because it's not important for my trading. Price for me is only a distraction. The time over here is only a distraction. I don't do anything with price or time. I do something with waves. I don't care about all-time high. I don't care about 10K, 100K, 500K, 20K, 50K. The only thing I care about most is following my plan according to my analysis, which I did. So over here, when I explained in the, I think it was like 2 videos ago, like not including the altcoin videos, I explained like this is higher probability corrective. So this was my latest entry, looking for price to move up and then hit my boxes up here for my exit. And that was my plan. And also realizing that on this time frame, price is moving up on a lower amount of volume, meaning I am more interested in looking for another 4, potentially another 5 to create another high, alternatively 5 in and look for a bigger retracement. So from an Elliott Wave point of view, a retracement becomes a lot more interesting, which is something I have covered already also when price was over here. We just didn't see local weakness. And then if we see a corrective range, I'm like, well, yeah, we're looking for higher. So that is why now locally, I just keep an eye on the local price action. But I'm not like, this was still fine, but now we are at like an 886, potentially like very clear 5-wave structure. I'm just not interested. So that is why I'm interested to short, because from an Elliott Wave point of view, it looks better as a close to finished 5-wave structure, potentially already finished. I just need to see weakness. And yeah, if we do get more information and possibly a very clear corrective range, meaning take out the high again, I might consider longing, but I don't currently like longing at the 886 into resistance at the moment. I don't know. It's not really. I'll wait. I'm happy to be on the sidelines at the moment. So that is currently why. So yeah, just like here, right? Yeah. Possibly again looking for the retracement when price was here, but every range that we got was corrective. 886 touch here. This was very much a 3-wave corrective structure as well. Yeah, so then I long again and I look for my next area of resistance. All right, so yeah, I just adjust on the fly. Welcome, Emre, Pixel, Taha, Jeroen, what's up? Abdul here, changed the name. I still see Abdul Rahman, so welcome, Abdul, Notik. Could it be a triangle in a wave A or wave W? At the moment, not looking for triangles here. I guess you're talking about a higher time frame? Because locally, I'm not looking for, this is too early to consider any triangles. And on a high time frame here, it's also you would only have a B now. So it's too early. Triangles at the moment are not relevant. A triangle only becomes relevant if you start moving into a C/D wave. Up till that moment, there are other scenarios that will have a higher probability. What's up, Jackson, Cherry? Chuck Green, Forex Factory. I've heard about it. Yeah, but I don't really need to know what it means. I don't like to read news as well. I just want to know if there's potential volatility. Tano, welcome. Let me put the resistance on the chart. This was my previous box. So let me just hide this and put the support on. There we go. I mean, we also have a daily naked point of control above us. Just a little bit. But we reached this one. There we go. Very nice. Is the probability still to take all-time high on a high time frame? Yes. Also because we touched the 886 on an 8-hour/daily time frame, you're definitely looking to still take out all-time high at a later stage. I mean, preferably not in a straight line, but Divine Hood, welcome, sir. Good to have you here. Yo, what's up, David? How you do? Oh, David, by the way, makes me think. Your message on Instagram, I saw it earlier today. Your message on Instagram appeared in my spam folder, so I didn't see it. But I'll get to you. I'll get to you. Jackson, ain't nothing like a good boiled egg. I have 5 raw eggs with a two. Blend it up. Nice one, Jackson. So 5 raw eggs in raw cow's milk with a tablespoon of cacao powder post-workout. Yeah, I can't say I've ever tried it. So I have no idea if this is good or not good. It's probably good, like protein-wise and healthy. I don't know how it tastes. But yeah, I still have 2 hauls here. So I still have 2 hauls. So for everyone that just joined, by the way, I will be talking on Crypto Princess's her channel after my interview with her a few weeks ago. She re-invited me because people in her community are asking questions about Elliott Waves, and they asked me to explain a thing or two about Elliott Waves. So if you want to be here, it starts at 5 p.m. in 111 minutes to be exact, apparently. I mean, in basically, yeah, exactly. So 1 hour, 50 minutes pretty much. So if you enjoy Elliott Waves, you want to learn a thing or two, make sure to check it out. I'll just post the link again in the chat. How's Hexaplan going? I'm very curious. Can I still test it? So Hexaplan is doing very well. At the moment, we have the first batch of people testing Hexaplan. And for the ones that don't know what Hexaplan is, by the way, Hexaplan is a brand new platform that Jeroen, who is here, there you go, Jeroen. He is the five head, right? He is the technical guy, the big brain, and yeah, doing very, very well. People are testing, giving feedback, bugs and things, and new things are being added. So you know, it's a soft launch, right? People are back testing everything. And then slowly but surely, you know, more people will join, and eventually a hard launch will come at a later stage. But there's a lot of work to be done, so take it step by step. But it's doing great. It's doing well. And oh yeah, by the way, Hexaplan. So one of the questions I generally get on streams in the past 2 years is about making a plan, what tools to use in a plan. Where do I long or short? Can I get signals? You know, those are also part of it. And the answer is always, you know, always relates back to having a plan, a strategy, using tools you like to use. And I made a video on YouTube about the 6 steps that I recommend, that I have used myself. So that's why I recommend it over here. Reject because I don't want that. There we go. And then we go to trading for beginners. So this one over here, 6 steps to become a profitable trader in less than 90 days trading crypto, which if you have a simple plan is absolutely doable. And then your ass got to stick to the plan, of course. But this video recommended. However, it's still mainly sending, like I explained the 6 steps, but I'm not really, you know, in that video, I can't give any files or, you know, so what we discussed, Jeroen and I, is to create a platform, which we call Hexaplan, because Hex 6 plan, you know, strategy, make a plan. And it basically helps people to go through 6 steps to build their own trading plan based on data. And then, of course, trade it. And then there's also a whole journaling system to it, right? So, of course, there's other journaling platforms out there, but there's not a platform that really helps people to go through certain steps to build their plan. And that is exactly where we are. So we help people to create a plan, following the steps, and then eventually get into journaling as well, and all the data, and use the data to improve and whatnot. So it's very exciting. It's really, really cool. It's a big project. And yeah, we take it step by step, but we're working on it. So we're working on it. So yeah, that is Hexaplan, and we'll see when it goes live to the public. At the moment, it's being tested and by many people in the back end. And yeah, we'll see when we're ready to go. Ready to go. Saludos desde Mexico, Kunz. El Rey del Under. Welcome, sir. Saludos. Yeah, the Mexican GP. Yeah, looking forward to it. No Perez this year, though. 886 would not hit on some charts. Yeah, I only use Coinbase, so for me, Coinbase is always the best chart. It's the chart I use based on data. I compare different charts from different exchanges, and for me, Coinbase is the best with the candles, the wicks, the respect to the levels I use. So, including the 886, of course. Yeah, I Mantra. I haven't seen that one for a while. So, of course, on Mantra, probability is higher. You're gonna range a bit. You're at support. Take the low one more time, right? You had a high volume move to the downside, so it's very normal to then have a bit of a range. Take the low again. you know, have a bit of a grinding structure, but volume declining, right? So you were at the high, right? And then a bloop, no? But then preferably you get a bit of a grind, right? And then volume slowly declining as well. And then look for signs of strength and a bounce, but definitely an interesting coin. I'm on a long trading fifth wave. Koens, I learned a lot from you, man. First of all, trade safe, right? Stick to your plan and your strategy. And I'm happy to hear that you learned a thing or two while you've been here at the channel, Sufyan. Thanks for your message. And again, trade safe, right? So if you, based on your analysis, are still looking for a 5, yeah, I mean, yeah, if you have a plan, trade the plan, no? So, yeah, I'm happy to hear that change your way of watching the charts. That's quite cool. I guess once you learn a bit more about Elliott waves, things don't feel random anymore. It's like reading a book. You're able to read the chart. Oh, it really helps. It could be in a W or a wave. Oh, in general. Okay, so you can have a triangle in a wave Y, a wave X, a wave Z, a wave B, but not in a wave A and not in a wave W. Okay, so wave W can only be a zigzag or a flat, and wave A can only be an impulse or any other corrective structure but a triangle. A flat wave A is not allowed to be a triangle. Oh yeah, wave 4, of course, triangle in wave 4 as well. But no, a triangle can be in more waves. So wave 4. So you got to think like this. A triangle appears in the structure before a final move. So wave X before wave Y, wave X before wave Z, wave 4 before wave 5, wave B before wave C, right? Or in corrective structures, it can be in the end or in the final structure, wave Y or a wave Z. Yeah. Can we make a 5 waves down, then ABC up, then C 5 waves down? Yes. Last 3 wave up could land of the very nice. What's up, Crypto Ser? How you doing? By the way, Crypto Ser, are you the Ser from WhatsApp by any chance? Because wait, this might be super coincidence or not. Are you the same guy, or are there 2 Sers I'm talking with? No. I don't know if you're also Ser on WhatsApp, but I'm in a big crypto group, and there's one guy there, and we were chatting yesterday. So and his WhatsApp name is Ser. I never know. Cheers, BTC Fox. Welcome as well. Good to have you here, David. Looking forward to it. Oh, wait, it's going to change. Thanks, David. Yeah, it's going to be fun. 103 minutes. I can help with testing if you like. I'm a Q. Yeah, I mean, if Jeroen is here, you can at least... it's not... Okay, it's not you. Okay, coincidence. Yeah, there you go. Pop. Where is... Oh, here, Driftholics. I mean, probably Jeroen is still here. There's a couple of people that say I'm in IT or I'm a like technical guy, happy to have a look or have a help. So yeah, like keep kind of like a list of people, and if help is necessary or we want to double check things, then we're happy to have someone's opinion. So Jeroen does currently the IT and tech stuff. He's really good in that. 20 years old, but very technical guy. I am more like the helicopter view person with like the vision, what we're looking for on the platform, of course, like with the community, providing the feedback, more like long-term thinking and, like where we go. So, and then of course, also giving feedback on the process, how things should look or this or that. But he is the one that's really good with the IT stuff and the building stuff. So yeah, whenever necessary, just send me a DM, and we'll add you to the people. You can send me a DM on for example Discord or Jeroen. I mean, it's even better if you tag Jeroen on Discord. Is Jeroen still here? Yeah, he's still here. Yeah, okay, there you go. Yeah, because he's the tech guy, so he will be able to talk about this. Moes Karim Zadeh. Beste Koens. By the YouTube. Yes, correct. Yeah, she has my name wrong. It's written as Keons. Yeah, it's true. So I have an interview coming up, everyone. But yeah, Keons. So in 100 minutes exactly, we will be having a chat about Elliott Waves on Crypto Princess's channel. Actually, maybe Jeroen or one of them. Of course, now I'm live, but would be great to actually share this in Discord. I mean, feel free to share it, any of the mods or Jeroen in the Koens Updates channel. And I will have to put it in on YouTube in the community post section. But now I'm live as well, so I guess that works now. Good day, Elliott Wavers. Hi, Koens. Any alt tier videos on the horizon? I did SUI, no? Wait a second. XRP, SUI here. So we got SUI sorted. Solana, Mantra, Ethereum. Yeah, Ethereum was pretty sick though. We moved up from the area of support. This was 1 month ago. And now we had a nice impulse up from the first support box. Pretty chic, pretty nice. So yeah, the Ethereum, Mantra, Solana, SUI, XRP, and yeah, there's definitely more coming. I will probably start with the higher market cap ones, like the more popular ones, and then consider other ones. What other ones you mentioned? H-bar, Ondo, Pendle. I have no idea what Pendle is. Render. I've done that one on live stream sums. Ondo, H-bar, SUI. They are in the list. Not Pendle though. I've never heard about that one. Ondo and H-bar I do have in my altcoin list on TradingView. That's where I picked them. I never heard about Pendle though. Yeah, canoes. I know, Mark. I know. How's the compendium coming along? Doing well. So my lawyer is, I have a meeting with my lawyer soon, somewhere this week, I think like on Thursday. And the terms and conditions for products and stuff should be finished soon. So of course, got to wait for that. And then I have to still check a couple of pages and change some stuff. And then we are pretty much done, really. So it's going to be Amazon Kindle and then Amazon Print, but we can probably just use the design and the layout we have. We don't really have to change anything according to what's necessary to put it on Amazon Kindle or in print, which is nice. And yeah, then likely going to do a bit of a test. So print one, send it to me, send it to Jeroen, check the real life version, see if it's good, if we see any mistakes and whatever, and if not, then yeah, it's going to be out to the public, but it should be in the middle of this year. So it's just the compendium, right? We're working on it, mainly because yeah, I struggle with time at times, and I'm currently really doing a lot of research on scaling a team. And delegation and that sort of stuff. I mean, I've been in business for many years now, but I've never really built a team. I either had co-owners and you kind of work together, and I did a lot of solopreneur stuff as a speaker, as a television host. I mean, as a host, I'm just part of the team. I don't have a team, but as a speaker, I had another business which was just me as well. So. Yeah, I'm learning a lot about delegation, adding people to a team, how to scale a business, basically. And with delegation, it opens more time in my agenda. Because that's the thing. I have so much stuff going on that it's difficult to focus on one. And I recently read the book Essentialism, which is a really good book about focus. And currently, I'm in this situation. So you have your circle of focus, and then you have your different activities, right? So a little bit of energy goes to different directions. Like you have the compendium, you have Hexaplan, you have the YouTube channel, you have educational platform for something later, etc. Right? However, you actually eventually want to do this. Focus on one thing, finish that one thing, and then you focus on the next thing, right? And of course, things can go at the same time, right? You can do 2 things. That's better than doing 5 at the same time. But this is also where delegation starts to be important. So, of course, I want to continue making content and YouTube, but my priority is finishing the compendium. So that is priority, and memberships is another thing. I launched the new memberships as well. Those are my 2 priorities. So those are my basically my 2 things is compendium and memberships, but also studying about delegation and building a business, which is very new to me. Welcome, by the way, Legendario. Zigzag is an option. E of a triangle. I'm not sure what triangle we have. I don't have a triangle at the moment myself. Wait. Yo, cheers, Mark. Thanks for popping in. Odin, by the way, welcome. Adam, is Adam here? Hey, Adam. Yo, Adam. Yeah. What's up, Adam? Been a while since I caught a live stream. Adam in America. Met Adam in... it was just before New York. So what was it? 1st of March? Or it was the last day of Feb, no? But, yeah, good to have you here. And also maybe a Band-Aid. I'm not sure if maybe a Band-Aid is here. Yes, no, not here. He lives in America as well. Met him a couple of months ago. So thanks for popping in, Adam. Good to see you here. Had a nice lunch with Adam. I was happy to see you have the same targets like I did. Cheers, Buckstonis. And yeah, it's nice having confluence between different analysts, right? Of course, always trust yourself the most. Of course, yeah. Of course, I know I'm a good analyst, but it's always best in any trading endeavor that you trust yourself. But you can learn a lot from the video, and if we have similar targets, then you're likely in going the right direction. What's up, Tim? How you doing? Tim, looking forward to mid-July. June. Man is good at his craft. For sure. I mean, I do keep an eye on what's happening in Discord, right? So I try to read as much as I can and see. I'm like the lurker in the public groups, and sometimes I write as well. That's impressive. Cheers, BTC Fox. Yeah, the back end, there's a lot to be done, but it's going the right direction. By the way, Odin, we have to meet up this time. I'm going to be in South Africa at the end of this month till like mid-June ish. So I'm able to meet up. I received the mail but could not complete the formality. It's going to complete to join the tester. So Rayat, that would be a question for Jeroen. Should be fine. Oh, he's already on it. Mate, Jeroen is so fast. I want mine signed. Signed copies. Oh, yeah, I actually... Then probably if I do signed copies, I somehow gotta... I don't know how that works. Maybe I have to order the books, sign them at home, and then I basically send them from my place to your place, I guess. Print first. Probably first Kindle, because it's just upload, I believe, which is very easy. And then we got to check the print as well. But yeah, likely the launch will be close to one another anyway. If you had the interview in Discord on general. Oh, cheers, Tim. Tim is a real life friend of mine. And I mean, we know each other for what, like 18 years now or something? So, great guy. And we'll see each other again in June, man. Story, I wouldn't want all the responsibility. Yeah, of course, with creating a team and comes responsibility, but it also excites me. It's nervous. It's like out of the comfort zone, but it's also exciting. When I look at my plans for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, I have a whole 20-year plan basically. And, it makes me exciting and scared at the same time. But that's like the comfort zone that you got to pass and then, yeah, keep building. It's the value that's the plan of, or how should I, wait, what I plan to do with Elliott Waves in the finance industry really excites me. It's very, very valuable. And yeah, we'll see where we are in 10, 20 years. But I can't do it if I don't build teams. I need people to help in order to reach goals and help more people with Elliott Waves, educate more people on Elliott Waves. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff planned long term. One thing is for sure, only the YouTube channel and doing some Elliott Wave analysis on YouTube, that's not going to be it. There's a lot more planned globally with what's to come. Of course, YouTube is somewhat global, but like a lot more to come. Focus on 10,000 things at the same time. Yeah, it happens, no? And then go back to the drawing table. I'm head of Discord, obviously. Oh, absolutely. Vitamin D is important. Oh yeah. Yeah, I tend to go out every day. I go for a morning walk, go to the gym at noon. So it's a beautiful, it's a little cloudy now, but I still see blue skies. So it's a good day. ETH BTC ready for the breakout or not yet? I generally stay away from charts that relate coins to one another. It's not really a price chart, but touch the 886. Probability is higher to still look for that high. I don't know. This is the Coinbase chart, so I guess that works. But yeah, touch the 886 locally. So bias is the directional bias locally is to the upside, unrelated if the range continues or you would take a low again. The bias would be to take out the high at the moment. Oh, in South Africa, yeah, maybe not. But South Africa has never been one of the safest countries. But still, like, my wife is South African. Her family lives in Cape Town. And we always enjoy seeing her family and being there. And so far, so good. Nothing happened over all the years and all the trips that we had to South Africa. So should absolutely be fine. Just got to be streetwise, I suppose. Be aware. But yeah, hand delivered. Yeah, imagine traveling the world in an airplane with suitcases full of books. Odin is the man. Yeah, Odin is incredible. He's also very active in Bitcoin TA as a trader, chatter himself there. I love to keep an eye on Bitcoin TA because of Odin as well. And everyone else that's writing there, time traveler, alum. I see many people chatting. It's good to see. There will be a birth of Constraining Foundation. The foundation or foundation, not sure. Fund or foundation, but not planning a fund. At least not at the moment. But there's a lot coming still. I can't really go too far, but yeah, there's a lot coming. Bro, according to your preferred scenario, local move to upside is going to be corrective. Depends on what time frame you're talking about, but on an 8-hour time frame, looking for 4 5s, which means eventually a retracement. No, but local price action will give us more info. And what I would like to see, if this is corrective, 3-way structure, right? A, B, 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5, probably another high. Maybe it's like 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5, reach the daily naked point of control. But basically, if this turns into an ABC instead of an impulse, I would like price to come back to like 101-ish, right? 101.8, 102, because that's the 886 that you take from this low to wherever this high is. That's your 886, which then invalidates a multi-1-2, or not invalidates, but it's very low probabilities, multi-1-2s. You're not looking for 1 2 3 4 5 impulse. You would only consider a diagonal, but that's too early to call any diagonal. So probabilities are much higher. You take out that low, which is interesting. And if you take out this low, there's not a lot of support left. The next area is then 99, then 97, then 94. And 94 is the first area where there's horizontal levels again. So, yeah. What's up, Pac? Oh, Pac-Man. Yo, wait. Where's my... I don't have my smartwatch here at the moment. My dial on my smartwatch is a Pac-Man, and then I have my heartbeat, my steps, heartbeat, steps. Shit, what's the other stuff? Notifications and something else. I always forget. I mainly look at the heartbeat and steps, but I always have Pac-Man on my dial. So I tried to find a gaming dial for the watch. Well, I'm gonna get it. Wait, I'm gonna get it. My watch. I gotta show my Pac-Man. Okay, ready? Yeah. Battery, notifications, steps, heart rate. That is the dial that I have on my smartwatch. It's not easy to find good gaming type of dials, and my background is gaming and esports. That's where that's yeah. I mean, that's my background. So I always try to have little things related to the industry. I love that. I already have this one now for a while. It costs like €1 or something. Which city do you like the most in the Côte d'Azur? I mean, look, I and my wife, we really enjoy Monaco. So, I mean, it's not France, but I suppose Côte d'Azur being stretching to Monaco, then Monaco, we really enjoy Monaco. I gotta be honest that we haven't actually visited Cannes yet. We've been there once, but very short, for a marathon. So yeah, I didn't really see anything. Saint-Tropez is nice, but it's only basically one street. At least if you go for the town. If you go for the nature, you can walk around and go to the mountain, behind the mountain, Saint-Tropez, and look at the other side, which is nice, but that's more like a hike. It's not really the city. Saint-Tropez as a city, I think is a bit overrated. Not gonna lie. It's just one street and you have the boats and the yachts, and of course there's a big history, but I mean, as a city, it's nice. It's nice. It's nice to go for a day, but I wouldn't live at Saint-Tropez, to be honest. I like it just to be there sometimes and go there by boat from Saint-Maxime to Saint-Tropez. You can go by boat, which is the easiest way to get there, and it's a fun ride. So yeah. Other than that, Antibes is quite nice for like a half day trip. Fréjus is I can't say I really visited Fréjus. I mean, I've been there multiple times, but have I really visited Fréjus? I mean, at the moment, it's more like normal. Not good, not bad, just normal. Antibes is fun for a little bit if you want to chill. They have sand beaches as well, which is nice. They have a fun town, fun little streets. Yeah. Okay, I've been to Az for sure. I haven't been to Mental. Still got to go there. Villefranche. Yeah. So we've been to Az, which is great. I really enjoy Az. Again, it's like if you're there for half a day, make sure you go in the early morning because holy moly, touristic season is here. Like it's busy times at Az now. Cap d'Aille, we've been there as well. Plage Mala. So Cap d'Aille is fun, especially with the beaches, and you can walk from Plage Mala, Cap d'Aille to Monaco, which is a great walk for about an hour, which we can really recommend. Villefranche, I guess we have to explore a bit more. Yeah, so I was actually looking mostly the other direction, but yeah, we more often go to the side of Monaco than we go towards the side of Cannes. What PA would get you to short if the move up is corrective? So at the moment, it's a 3-wave, right? So if price can resistance, move down, I basically wanted to confirm a 3-wave structure. So A, B, and then a wave C, right? A, B, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, couple of 4, 5s, and then eventually break the structure again. And this is where things start to be very interesting. And if price can move down to the 886 here as well, taken from this low to wherever the high is going to be made. If you can touch the 886, likely you'll touch the 886, bit of a bounce. That's the moment where I would definitely start considering a short. And for some, that might be very late. For me, perfectly fine. You expect the low to be taken. You don't expect the high to be taken. You expect the low to be taken. You wouldn't really expect price to move above this box then. And once you take the low, there's a lot of room. You take the low, next is 99, 97, and then you're down here at like 94, and then you're at 90. And then it's just see how far it goes. But one of the things I never do is try to snipe highs or lows unless there is a clear impulse. And then I can counter trade the end of an impulse. But yeah. If we consider the 6-month correction as a cycle wave 4, we can expect 150k price action to Elliott analysis. That, like 120, 150, right? So, yeah, that's definitely an option. I mean, from an Elliott Wave point of view, you still expect all-time highs at a later stage. Preferably, I would see a retracement before taking the all-time high, creating a double top. Just to, like, there's like, creating the double top creates like that FOMO, grab the liquidity, drag it down. People that are too early, trying to front run the breakout, get wrecked, stopped, etc. Grab that liquidity again, turn it around, and then go up later, like something like that. But yeah, 120, 150 is is definitely at least reasonable if you're still looking for a 5th wave. Earlier, who was it in Discord? 1 second. Someone earlier in Discord was saying... who was I talking with earlier today? Someone was sharing... I also don't know if it was in the Elliott Wave chat or in the other chat. Cat. Wait. We never do that. I don't know anymore where where the chat was. But earlier today, we were talking about, guys, don't post these, please. Also for the mods, the moment you see something like that, immediately remove, and we can always refer them to a post that I made in the past. It's not the place. We don't do those posts on Discord. They're completely useless, don't add any value. It's only strelen van iemands ego. Lol, little bit of Dutch there. Yeah, I can't find the post. I'll find the post. Was earlier today, someone shared some high time frame counts on the weekly, but I forgot who I was talking to. But anyway, on a high time frame, right? Like we can shortly cover it, and then I gotta go because also soon I have to be on the live stream with Crypto Princess. But on a high time frame, there's so many like people sharing a lot of different variations, and I'm not really interested to be involved too much. But one of the variations is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you get an extended fifth wave, which is rare. Generally low probability, still proven otherwise, right? Then you have the 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 peeps looking for a 3. Okay, right? There's no invalidation, but preferably in a multi 1, 2, you get 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then you move overlap between the twos. It's not a requirement. It's just something you see most often. And does this really look like a nice multi 1, 2? No, not really. So it's not really something I really enjoy. You have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then look for a flat. This flat could be the first of a bigger corrective structure. So you would be looking for a bear market basically. And then you have the 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. That is something that I would consider like a flat, or looking for a 5 like this instead of an extended fifth. This is still your wave 3, right? You just count a multi 1, 2 here in that case. I mean, it's a very long second 2, but it's the way it is. And then you just have another 4, another 5, create a 5, and then you go down, but it's not an extended 5. I'm not a big fan of the multi 1, 2, not a big fan of the extended wave 5 counts. I preferably stick with the highest probability Elliott Wave rules and guidelines, which basically means an extended wave 5 is not the highest probabilities, an extended wave 3 is the highest probabilities, right? A multi 1, 2 is not the highest probabilities when you have such big gaps between the ranges, right? It would be better to count it as an impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5s, compared to counting multi 1, 2s here, because there's just no overlap. Right? This, you want to see this, but then on a higher time frame. That's nice. This is a multi 1, 2 on a 4-hour time frame, 1-hour time frame, and then you get your 3, and then you get your wave 4s and your wave 5s, right? That's nice. But we don't see anything resembling this on the high time frames. I'm not a big fan of the multi 1, 2, not a big fan of the extended wave 5. I would either go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then look corrective, that's bearish, or look for 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, and this is just another 4 and another 5. Keep it very simple, not looking for multi 1, 2s, extended fifths, and all that stuff. And if price would move up, and of course volume is going to increase to magnificent levels and whatnot, we might consider wave 3, but at the moment, what do we see? Price is moving up and volume is moving down. Higher probabilities, you're working on 4 5s, not really looking for an extended fifth. So the high time frame was in gold. Yeah, I know. I wanted to mention the guy that I was talking with. I forgot. So I for a second I was like, maybe he tagged me. And I know that Striker was there as well when we were talking, but it was this morning. So it was early this morning. I just wanted to mention the name. Yo, guys, keep an eye on... no, it's not altcoin TA. It was Bitcoin. I don't want to see those percentage posts. Who was it? I think I'm almost there now. Oh, here we... No. I have no idea. Doesn't matter. It was me. Okay. Well, there we go. Mia Mania. Sorry, I was trying to. I'm really trying my best to find your post. I really like. That's the thing. If I don't get tagged somewhere, it's very difficult for me to find posts because there's so much going on in all the different chats. But okay. Well, Mia Mania. So I was talking to Mia Mania, and Mia Mania shared a couple of screenshots of weekly timeframe counts, which is nice. It's good because, of course, local timeframes, a lot happens, and the local timeframes eventually are the ones that decide what happens on the higher timeframes. But it's good to zoom out, and it's also nice to see a high timeframe post in the group instead of the lower timeframes only. And yeah, we were just chatting about the higher timeframe. So it was a nice message. Mia Mania. I mean, I guess if you're in Discord, if you are and you look for Mia, there we go, Mia Mania. Yeah. Gotcha. There we go. So this was this morning here. Nice one. There you go. So and then a couple of scenarios. The multi 1-2, right? Then you have the 1, 2, 3, 4 extended fifth. Then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a different scenario where basically the recent move down to 74 is counted as a wave 4, which is, by the way, also still an option. I think I still have that in my folders on Tradingview. It still fits from a time and price perspective. Support on the 0.5, I believe, on log. And time-wise, it's, 2-3 times longer than 2. But yeah, it's still an option. And then... Oh yeah, this is the flat. So and then later, yeah, we started chatting. So yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Found it. I like your accent when you pronounce French city names. Dutch accent probably. Je ne suis pas français, or something. I need to get that on my watch for sure. Yeah, for sure. I mean, look, just go to the Garmin store. You'll be able to find it probably if you do. Just look for something Pac-Man. You'll be able to find, or gaming should be there. It's like €1 or something. Like, it's nothing. Yeah, cheers, Adam. Thanks for popping in, man. How do you know if the last impulse is an ABC structure or it could be the start of an 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? You'll only figure that out once you take all-time high. Because even in an ABC, you're still looking for a wave C, so a B retracement and a C to the upside. Expanded flats are most common, so you would take the all-time high and then price stop. So what you got to pay, so the difference, right? So bearish and bullish, flat or impulsive continuation. Flat is bearish, right? And then preferably, this is that your A, you get your wave B, you get a wave C. That's in a bearish scenario. And then you have your bigger A, B, and then wave C down. Of course, once you take the high, that's always going to be your bearish scenario. Now the difference is that A, B, and C has to be a 5 wave, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave structure. If you finish 5 waves here and price is slowing down and you start to range sideways and get a retracement, you got to be aware of an ABC or you get a multi 1-2. No, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. It depends on the retracement, because in a wave C, if this is A, this is your B zigzag, and you look for a C down, you need an impulse. 5, 3, and then poof, down you go, right? If this is a multi 1, 2, 1, 2, this 2 has to be corrective. That's your difference. First, a wave C needs to halt, right? It needs to stop, not just continue pushing. It needs to stop and start ranging. But then it's multi 1, 2 or ABC. And then the retracement, impulsive retracement, potential for a flat and much lower prices, corrective retracement, right? Look for continuation to the upside. And then you look for multi 1-2s in that case. Trez, oh, maybe you're in the ban list. Send your username, because we have a we have protection in the group. So people join every day, but we, of course, try to not have scammers join. So we have accounts have to be older than 24 hours. But if someone tries to enter when the account is younger than 24 hours, it doesn't work. And if they try entering a week later, they're still in the ban list. So we have to manually unban, basically. So let us know your username. Yeah, maybe Discord. I recently updated the Discord link in the description with the CVD download thing. Hopefully that one works now without problems. I think the one in the LINKTREE should work as well. On the weekly, from the low to now, the volume in this leg up is falling. Good to come. Wait. With wave 4 as oh, I know what you mean. Yes, that's also indeed another scenario. So what Tres is talking about is counting all of this as a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is your wave 5. And then you expect a bigger retracement. Yeah, also an option. I gotta say though that your wave 5 is very long in time compared to your wave 1. Right, so when wave 3 extends, generally your 5 and 1 are similar in like price and time, and if they're not similar, they tend to have a relationship of 618, 0.618, 1.618, 2.618. Of course, 5 is very long now, but it's there's no invalidation. But then actually we're now looking at a monthly time frame, so not even this. Now we basically go from the beginning of Bitcoin to where we are now, which I don't know. It's not really interesting to me at the moment. The local price action is really more interesting. The 886 is touched. Still expect all-time highs to come. Preferably first get the retracement before all-time highs to create a double top, or you would swing failure the all-time high, grab the liquidity, and then drag it down. But yeah. Okay. Cheers, Power Meat. Good to see you here, man. CDMs, welcome. See your adventures. Thanks, CDMs. Yeah, so probably on Instagram, I'm going to make it more personal and share adventures and Instagram stories. I always enjoy stories. I'm a bit bad on the posts. I got to up my game. But yeah, I'm planning to do more personal stuff instead of sharing probability content on Instagram. It's not really the place. You know, YouTube is where the analysis happens. Instagram, I guess, more personal. TikTok is a place where we can share those type of analysis, but TikTok is not really going anywhere. So tricky, those platforms, tricky. But okay, everyone, it is time for me to wrap things up. Please, there's an interview coming up in 1 hour. So if you want to learn a bit more about Elliott Waves and, you know, whatever we're going to talk about, Crypto Princess prepared some questions. It's going to be in an hour. So in 1 hour, I'll be here. I'll share the link in the chat once more. And you can join. I will have the chat open as well. And Crypto Princess as well, right? So we will see what you are writing, and we can reply and react. And you know, I'll be answering questions from Crypto Princess. I am invited. So recently I had an interview with Crypto Princess, and people in the community started asking questions about Elliott Waves, and they asked if I wanted to explain a thing or two. So we're going to talk Elliott Waves, and it is going to be fun times. No, fun times. So if you want to hang out, yeah, be there in 1 hour. It's going to be cool. And we'll see what we're going to talk about. Very likely Elliott Waves and a bit more beginner. I would guess a bit more basic beginner things. I don't yet know the questions and stuff. You know, whatever comes my way, I'll answer. But I'll be with Crypto Princess on her stream before we're live, and she will guide me a bit on what she's planning to do here. But it's going to be fun. So thanks to Crypto Princess for inviting me again in the community, or for asking questions about the magic of Elliott Waves. The magic of Elliott Waves. Damn, guys. Elliott Waves, it's such a beautiful theory, isn't it? It's so nice to be able to read the chart. It doesn't feel random anymore. It's like a reason the price is moving. It gives a great directional bias, no? Yeah, gotta love it. So like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell, David. Exactly. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate you spending some time here today. The analysis were done at the beginning. of this video. And yeah, we'll see what price is going to give us. So nothing really changed compared to the previous Bitcoin update that I did, which was a video. So if you want to check the recent video, go to the homepage, Bitcoin Elliott Wave playlist, the second one on the home channel. Just check the recent Bitcoin update video of like, what, 10 minutes. Nothing changed really with the price action we have. But in the live stream, I did cover a bit about what I am looking for myself locally and from a trading perspective and how I count some of the local price action. So if that's interesting to you, you can go to like minute 4 and that's where you'll find information. So thanks for being here, and I will hopefully see you in the interview with Crypto Princess in an hour. Bye-bye.